Tonight, accusations of a cover-up after the Utah Department of Corrections went out of its way to make sure that you don't know about practices inside Utah's adult probation and parole system. Many of our requests for information have been denied.
But while trying to copy and paste one offender's supervision history report, Chief Investigative Reporter Wendy Holleran discovered something very concerning. Wendy?
Mark and Heidi, this was UDC's response, and as you can see, it's a sea of black redactions the Department of Corrections says you and I aren't allowed to see. But when I went to simply copy and paste this into an email for my bosses, the redactions went away, and what I found has many people concerned.
Come on, your hands free!
A series of high-profile criminal cases you saw right here on 2 News. When we went digging for more information, this is what we received: a sea of black. What the Utah Department of Corrections and Adult Probation and Parole intended to keep secret.
Are they attempting to cover this up because they have something to hide?
It's a very important story that needs to be told, and the information that was redacted is vital to telling that story.
A story about a breakdown in supervision.
Joker!
An Joker was wanted for rape of a child and robbery.
Don't do it!
He was killed in December in a hail of gunfire after shooting 2 police officers. Does a deceased person have a right to privacy? The department seems to think so.
Once an individual dies, their privacy interest dies with them.
Details about other offenders that were redacted by the Utah Department of Corrections. Book tested positive for THC, marijuana, hash, oxycodone, OxyContin, and Percocet. Was not seen at home once by his agent and was later captured and charged with the murder of University of Utah football player Aaron Lowe last fall. Noel Munez Lopez tested positive for meth, was given a verbal warning less than 2 months before he became the primary suspect in the shooting death of 82-year-old Farrell Barchi in October. Lopez is nowhere to be found. Jeff Hunt is a nationally recognized First Amendment attorney, an advocate for the public's right to know. He helped draft Utah's public records law known as GRAMA.
I think a significant amount of the information that was redacted inappropriately.
UDC declined our repeated requests for an on-camera interview and in a statement accused us of skirting the public records system. With regard to the department's redactions you've been able to circumvent in a recent production of supervision notes, the redacted information includes information that, if released, could jeopardize public safety, interfere with ongoing investigations, and invade the privacy of several individuals, including minors. As for the redactions on all those dirty drug tests,
This isn't a private medical history. This is a condition of their parole agreement.
and the names of the agents, the department redacted them, saying it would constitute an unwarranted invasion of their personal privacy.
Those are public officials. They're performing public functions, and the public has a right to know who these individuals are.
These are horrific tragedies.
Representative Brady Brammer, also an attorney, was direct.
So when you have multiple parole violations that appear to go without consequence, that does appear to be a breakdown of the system. It's important that they open up their records and let us see what's going on.
Now, UDC also told us that they would be willing to review the redactions even though the 30-day time frame to appeal has come and gone. They also indicated that they'd be willing to allow us to appeal to the State Records Committee or through the courts. Now, it's important to note that the Legislative Auditor General is conducting an audit of AP&P, and Brammer says nothing is redacted for the audit teams. Mark and Heidi?